A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be your host for the day. And on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to warmly welcome our distinguished guests, Justice Janak De Silva, Justice Arjuna Obesekara, President's Counsel, Dr. Kanagiswaran, President's Counsel, Dr. Asanga Gunawansa, and Attorney at Law, Mr. Amrit Rajapaksha, our panel of arbitrators for today. Mr. Shyam Sathasivam, our guest of honor, Mr. Rafi Frifkulla, the founder of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition, Ms. Sarani Gunathilaka, on behalf of the advisory panel who has been a strength to us throughout, and of course, all the coaches and competitors without whom today would not have been possible. Before starting off proceedings, we are deeply saddened to inform to you of the unfortunate passing away of Mr. Vishwaga Piris, attorney at law. He acted as an assessor during the preliminary rounds of the ALSA International Moot Court competition, and we deeply regret this loss. Can I invite all of you to rise in his honor for a moment of silence? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Can you please remain standing? We would like to start off proceedings with the lighting of the traditional oil lamp, and for that I would like to invite the following dignitaries to come forward. Members of the esteemed panel of arbitrators for the final round of AIMCC 2024, Justice Janak De Silva, Justice Arjuna Obesekara, President's Counsel, Dr. Kanagiswaran, President's Counsel, Dr. Asanga Gunawansa, and Attorney at Law, Mr. Amrit Rajapaksha, followed by our guest of honor, Mr. Shyam Sathasivam, the founder of AIMCC, Mr. Rafi Frifkulla, and Ms. Sarani Gunathilaka on behalf of the advisory panel for the LSASL. And representing the assessors for IIMCC 2024, Ms. Hemamala Amarasinghe, followed by Ms. Zeenat Zakir, President of ALSA, Ms. Satsara Parami on behalf of the ALSA International Board, Ms. Hana Basik, Chairperson of AIMCC 2024, and we invite one representative each from our finalist teams today. Thank you. Shall we all please remain standing for the Sri Lankan national anthem, followed by the ALSA anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may take your seats. And while you're settling down, I would like to kindly request you to direct your attention to the screen, as we will now be playing an introductory video on the ALSA International Moot Court Competition. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. And to tell you more about this Moot Court competition, it is with great pleasure and privilege I'd like to invite the founder of AIMCC on stage. He's the former Vice President of Academic Activities of ALSA International, and he's an innovative strategic legal consultant experienced in advising and navigating legal aspects of digital businesses focusing on financial technology. He has advised various startups on the legal structures of the companies and provided comprehensive strategic regulatory mapping for their business operations in Indonesia. Mr. Rafif Rizkullah, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, member of the Asian Law Student Association, and of all the participants of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024 Sri Lanka. It is an absolute honor for me to stand here again after a decade, today celebrating the 10th anniversary of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024. when I look around this room, filled with bright minds, determined and ambitious law student individuals, I am reminded of the reasons we initiated this program in the first place. A decade ago, to cultivate a platform where aspiring legal minds could engage, learn, and challenge themselves in the art of advocacy. 10 years ago, I had the privilege of serving in the International Board as the Vice President of the academic activities on the tenure 2014 to 2015. The vision behind the ALSA International Moot Court Competition was simple yet profound. To create a unique space where law students from across Asia, not just limited to ALSA members, could come together, not to just compete, but to learn from one another, to build friendship across borders, and to deepen the understandings of the international law. I recall the early days, the countless hours of planning, the discussion on how we could make this competition not just another moot court, but something truly special, something that would leave a lasting impact on all those who have participated. It was about more than just winning or losing. It was about growth, about pushing our boundaries of what we knew, and about preparing ourselves for the challenges of the real world. Looking back, I am filled with pride to see how this competition has evolved. I am grateful for the current organizing committee. From its humble beginning, it has grown into a prestigious event, attracting participants from across Asia and beyond. I am fortunate enough to come and see the semifinals and the finals. I saw the caliber of advocacy, the depth of legal arguments, and the professionalism displayed by the participants each year has surpassed even our highest expectations. But beyond the technical skills, what has truly stood out is the spirit of camaraderie, the respect of different perspectives, and the shared commitment to upholding the principles of justice and fairness. There are the qualities that will carry you forward in your careers long after the final verdicts are delivered in the moot court by the judge within this stage. As we celebrate this milestone, it is also the moment to look ahead. The legal landscape constantly evolving, and the challenges we face today are more complex and global than ever. The next decade will require legal professionals who are quietly innovative, not just as skilled advocates, but also thoughtful leaders, compassionate advisors, and champions of justice in every sense of the word. On this moment, I encourage each of you to take the experience you've gained here, the lesson learned, and the connection made, and carry them forward into your future careers. Whatever you became, a judge, a lawyer, a policymaker, or an academics, remember that the values that ALSA and this competition have instilled in you. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition over the years, especially on the ALSA International Moot Court 2024, the organizers, the sponsors, the mentors, the judges, and most importantly, the participant. Give yourself a big round of applause. As we look into the future, I am filled with optimism and hope. If the past 10 years are the indication, I have no doubt that this competition will continue to inspire, to challenge, and to shape the next generations of legal minds. Before I leave this stage, allow me to share a personal thought. Every time I see every one of the team, I am reminded of myself on joining the Moot Court. Several Moot Court and the preparation, my own journey on participating in Moot Courts and organizing this very competition played a vital role in shaping the person I am today. The skill I honed here, critical thinking, persuasive argumentation, and most importantly, understanding different perspectives, were instrumental in my transition from law into politics. This experience gave me the confidence to stand up for what I believe in, to argue for these who might not have a voice, and to navigate the complex world of public service. They were without a doubt a significant factor in my ability on becoming a policymaker. As you participate in this competition, remember that the lesson you learn will extend for beyond the courtroom. They will empower you to make a difference in whatever path you choose, whether it's law, politics, business, or another field entirely. Thank you once again, and I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. ALSA, always be one.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rafiq, for those encouraging words and also for your efforts almost a decade earlier. I believe what you see here today will make you and all of us here proud and will serve many lawyers to come, many lawyers and law students to come. Next, it is our pleasure to invite our guests of honor to address the gathering. Now, seeing as how the entire Moot was centered around a pharmaceutical giant, we saw it apt that we have none other than Mr. Shyam Sathasivam, the CEO of Sunshine Holdings PLC, as the guest of honor today. Now, Sunshine Holdings PLC is one of Sri Lanka's biggest holding companies that is engaged in the healthcare, consumer goods, and agribusiness sectors. Mr. Shyam Sathasivam brings over 21 years of corporate experience demonstrating business leadership and with an extensive expertise in healthcare and consumer sectors. He is also a committee member of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce and the former president of the Sri Lanka Chamber of Pharmaceutical Industry. It is with great pleasure that we now invite you on stage to address the gathering.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, eminent jurists, esteemed guests, and future leaders of the legal profession, good evening. It is a privilege for me to stand before you today as the guest of honor at this closing ceremony of your competition. I'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks to all the organizers for this opportunity to engage with such a talented young generation of dedicated legal professionals. As it was said in my introduction, I've had some experience in the healthcare industry. And I presume I would probably be the only one in this room who's been on the client side of this entire debate. The Sri Lanka pharma industry is an association of companies that represent global multinationals in healthcare, as well as local manufacturers, distributors, retailers. And our primary engagement is with the Ministry of Health of the Government of Sri Lanka. When I was asked to speak here, firstly, of course, I questioned my qualification to be here. And then I understood COVID, in a way, changed the whole landscape of what we felt in the pharma industry was rights we had taken for granted, both also as citizens, but also as companies. Health or healthcare nationalism was not particularly of significance at that point in time. But overnight, products couldn't move borders. Registrations that were valid were invalidated. Licenses to manufacture products for global supply were locked down for national consumption. This changed the perspective of what the state and the healthcare industry had to engage with. Now, from my side, when we say dispute resolution in terms of the pharmaceutical industry, investor and state, the investor is the aggrieved party and the state is the wrongdoer. Not necessarily the case, but I'm giving you a perspective. Now, of course, there must exist opportunities for all parties to resolve matters, because what we deal with in terms of the healthcare sector touches every single member of the population. So the concept of investor-state dispute for me was a level playing field between the investors and the government, which is not exactly the practice. For those of us from South Asia, the state can be all-powerful. And it is in this context that large multinational healthcare companies engage with a different power. The GDP of Sri Lanka is about $80 billion. The revenue of Pfizer is close to that. The top 5 or 6 multinational pharma companies have nearly 500 billion of revenue. Now, I was just looking across the room from all of you from the ASEAN region. A significant part of the GDP of our region is what the revenues of the global healthcare industry is. So their interest to participate in markets also depends on the regulatory framework and the legal framework in those markets. It's in this context that I see a lot of opportunity for stakeholder engagement, mediation, arbitration. Interestingly, right now, my industry has taken the government of Sri Lanka, the Ministry of Health, to court, which could have been avoided if we had better mechanisms for mediation and arbitration. It is that hope that I'd like to see happen going forward, because we have acts in place. For example, in Sri Lanka, in 2015, we had the National Medicines Regulatory Act, which allows for stakeholder engagement, but the state doesn't necessarily engage. So this gives us an opportunity for how, through arbitration and from what all of you have practiced today, will learn and go out there, all of us in the industry can benefit. The pharmaceutical infrastructure across Asia is significant. India alone is what is called the pharmacy of the world. Nearly half of all generic medicine in Europe, in the EU, and in the US comes from India. So the balance of power will shift to Asian healthcare companies. We are not necessarily prepared for the legal environment of the West, because we come from states where the state is all-powerful. So I'm looking forward to such investment by all of you in building the necessary frameworks that will allow companies to move this forward. There are two other areas of interest for all of us in the industry. One of them is growth. Growth will come from foreign direct investment and free trade agreements. The foundation of both of these will be in the law of the land. There is much investment that has happened across the ASEAN region, and many markets have not received much investment. And one of the fundamental reasons for this is not necessarily population or domestic market, it is the legal framework in that country. The opportunity for investors, and I can only talk from a healthcare investor perspective, to set up in that country and the rules it allows. So there is a loss of growth and opportunity for the population at large of the country and the region when we don't have such mechanisms in place. I, for example, am part of the Sri Lanka Pharma Manufacturing Association. We're looking to grow the industry. We're looking for foreign investment in Sri Lanka. We're looking for healthcare security, the ability to manufacture critical medicines in Sri Lanka. Of course, we want free trade as well. We don't believe in closed markets. But it requires the framework for investors to come into this market, the framework for them to repatriate their returns, and also not face closed borders for their products. Whatever assumption we had of powers of the nation and the industry, COVID was a very interesting, I think, experience. The limits or in terms of border closures for product. I mean, the scramble for vaccines. So I would like all of you to consider how arbitration has a role to play primarily to resolve disputes, if when resolved, will lead to greater growth and greater access to healthcare, especially in our region. I see a lot of opportunity in the free trade agreements across ASEAN, across South Asia, the SAFTA, our free trade agreement with India, Indonesia. There is opportunity for healthcare to benefit from this arrangement, but it requires the laws to be reasonable to all parties. Do you want to invest in a market where you're not sure in terms of the legal framework? Is there opportunity to engage? Because investments have choice. So from my perspective, from our industry perspective, we'd like a lot of engagement with the legal fraternity about the mechanisms in place that will lead to such resolution. So I look forward to such investments by all of you in terms of the frameworks. For all of us in the healthcare industry, the opportunity is also about delivering growth equitably across countries. One of the most basic fundamental rights is the access to medicine, the access to healthcare. Now, we are blessed in Sri Lanka, and many of you are from similar countries which have national health. We have excellent healthcare parameters, which is part of our Universal Development Index. It requires further engagement by all parties. Business can only do so much, or is limited by our reach. States, nations that provide a sound legal framework allow for business to deliver far more than what we can do with our hands tied back. I'd like to leave that thought with you, and thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to all of your success and appreciate your time here today. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful words of wisdom. I believe all of us here, present here today, were able to glean some amount of information that will be worthwhile for us in the future. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have an entertaining dance item presented to you by the Abhinaya Shastra School of Dance, and which is directed by global award-winning dance guru Kalasuri Tivya Sujen. The dancers are S.W. Eranga, A.A.S. Chandana, Sulanjala Prateepa, Abhina Satyendran, Rishikesha Sembaya, Preetika Sanjeesh Kumar, Ramya Ramdev Sahani. Through this dance, we wish and pray for more such beautiful collaborations of dance, music, art, tradition, and culture with unity and peace. Please welcome them on stage with a round of applause. for that dance which represented a fusion of traditions and cultures from all around Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give that dance group a huge round of applause? Thank you so much. Next, it is with great pleasure and privilege that I invite on stage Justice Janak De Silva, presiding arbitrator of the final, to speak a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, on behalf of the panel of arbitrators, may I congratulate the Asian Law Students Association for having conducted a moot court competition of this magnitude and having done it successfully. Advocacy has many dimensions. If you are looking at court craft, advocacy in a court, you will start from trying to study the judges, preparing for the case, getting to know the facts, and a plethora of other steps and strategies. But in a moot court competition, you don't have the benefit of studying judges. You saw all of us today for the first time. But there are some similarities that at a moot court competition, the competitors need to be aware of, on which we as judges place emphasis on. We saw a high class of advocacy today. We saw a lot of preparation that has been put. We saw a firm grasp of the factual matters and the legal principles. We saw good responses to questions posed by the panel. Some of the things that you need to bear in mind, both for a moot court competition and even in a court appearance, is that you can't go with a set speech because you do not know what the judge will ask you. You should be able to master the art of responding to the judges and then building your case from that point onwards. You should be prepared, but if you get used to a set speech, whether it's at a moot court competition or in court, you are bound to fail. And we today saw, as I mentioned earlier, very good responses to the questions that we asked and the ability to come back to the points that were being made and present both factual and legal principles in a very coherent manner. And the sentiments that we as arbitral panel shared today is that it was a competition of the highest order. The competitors were very competitive, which made the task for us arbitrators that much difficult. But at the end of the day, there has to be winners, there has to be losers. But all of you, the finalists that we saw today, should go away from this competition happy that you all presented an excellent final moot court competition this year. And I think once again, congratulations to the Asian Law Students Association, and wishing you, on behalf of the arbitral panel, many more years of success in organizing this and for the competitors, for this to be a starting point for a successful legal career when you come and join the bar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts with all of the participants here, whom I believe are very motivated and will be motivated to do better at the next rounds. Next, we are coming towards one of the most difficult components of the events for me as a host, which is the distribution of the certificates. And I would like to ask all of you to forgive me if I make any mistakes in pronouncing your names beforehand. Right, and for the presentation of the certificates, for the participation certificates, I would like to invite Hana Basik, Chairperson of AIMCEC 2024, and Zeenat Zakir, President of the Asian Law Students Association, to distribute the certificates for the participants. Can we invite them on stage with a round of applause? Starting off in no particular order, representing the National Law School of India University, Tanishq Sood, Vedant Bharadwaj, and Deepali Vashist. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. From Erlanga University, Sania El Isma, Sandra Ahira Mesialova, Rosa Aini Vijayanti, and Pasha Nataraja Sarif. Representing the Pajajaran University, Maulana Irfan Sufa, Sultan Aziz Muhammad, Desi Yanti Johannes Lau, and Vincent Wongso. Representing Universitas Indonesia, Fidelis Pamanong Sihotang, Andrea Tatya Putri, Geeta Inda Larazati, Stefano Hezeki Lee, Jared Tristan Vibil Sono, and Nicole Kalista Wijaja. Representing the National University of Singapore, Ting Kai Wen, Benedict Woon, Dorothy Zivev, and Zhu Zhenzin. Representing the West Bengal University of Juridical Sciences, Srinidhi Balakrishnan, Ashmita Urmila KS, Saurish Mukherjee, and Sauhardya Roy. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Representing Universitas Brawijaya, I. Nyoman Vedanta Vidhi Putra, Putu Adela Claudia, Ashira Vidya Krisanti, Raditya Gerardi Mulia Simad Mata, and Mohammed Farhan Rafi. From the University of Sia Kuala University, Teiku Mohammed Rizq Ramadan Sia, Fatin Humaira Zulfa Ishadami, Sindhi Alifa Saputri, and Damara Azalia. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. From the Universitas Gajah Mada, Dafa Putra Suryono, Rafael Luiz, Nizaria Anisa, and Eugenia Felicia Sirega, along with Firoz Justin Sumantri. From the Gujarat National Law University, Gandhinagar, Akansha Ashish Rai, Vardhan Mahajan, Dev Shroff, and Lakshya Pratap Yadav. From the Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur, Kanishk Tiwari, Karan Gulwade, Chanakya Kene, and Abhinav Pandey, along with Pradyumna Binda. From Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, Kanika Verma, Siddhant Verma, Anika Rastogi, Anshika Sa, and Roshan Potaraju. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Representing CFPS Law School, Nitarshanan Sivabalasundaram, Chanuti Patirage, Kavishka Hasarangi Senadira, Rambukanna Magonage Nimna Taraki Pereira. Representing Open University of Sri Lanka, Nimna Tharki Pereira, Mahalingam Mayuran, and Matusha Shan Mugaraja. Representing Sri Lanka Law College, Fatima Uzama Khan, Rashman Mashuda, Nilupuli Gunatilaka, and Bilal Makir. Thank you, ladies. You can have a seat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the segment of providing certificates for the quarterfinalists and semi-finalists of AIMCC 2024. For this task, I would like to invite Mr. Amrit Rajapaksha, who was one of our assessors for the final round, to please come on stage. Quarterfinalists. Representing the University of Padjarjan University, Ifran Sufa, Aziz Mohammed, Desi Yanti Johannes Lau, and Vincent Wongso. Representing Marsha University National Law University, Nagapur, Kanishka Tiwari, Karan Gulwade, Chanya Kheni, Abhinav Pandey, Pradayumna Binda. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next quarterfinalist from CFPS Law School, Nidarshanan Sivabalasundram, Chanudi Patirage, and Kavishka Kavishka Hasarangi Senadira. From the Gujarat National Law University, Gandhinagar, Akansha Ashish Rai, Vardhan Mahajan, Dev Shroff, and Lakshya Pratap Yadav. Ladies and gentlemen, the semi-finalists of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition from Universitas Indonesia, Fidelis Pamanong Sihotang, Andrea Tatya Putri, Geeta Inda Larazati, Stefano Hezeki Lee, Jared Tristan Vibisono, and Nicole Kalista Vijaja. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give it up for Universitas Indonesia semi-finalists of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024. Thank you so much. And sir, if you could kindly remain on stage to present the token of appreciation to Mr. Amrita Rajpaksha for all of his efforts and for being here today, I'd like to kindly invite the chairperson of AIMCC 2024, Hana Basik. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir. Once again, we really appreciate your presence here today. Ladies and gentlemen, next, we would swiftly be moving on to the Best Memorandum Awards. And in order to present the Best Memorandum for Claimant, I would like to invite from the Arbitral Tribunal today, Dr. Asanga Gunawansa, President's Counsel. Ladies and gentlemen, the team that will be awarded the Best Memorandum for Claimant for the AIMCC's Moot 2024 is Team Ekans from the National Law School of India University. The team comprises of Tanishq Sood, Vedant Bharadwaj, and Deepali Vashist. We have 2 honorary mention awards going for the Best Memorandum. Can I please invite on stage the first honorary mention, Team Ayalanga University. The team comprises of Sania Elisma, Sandra Ahira Mesyalova, Rosa Aini Vijayanthi, and Pasha Nataraja Siaref. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Ayalanga University for all of the effort they have put into drafting the memorandum. The next honorary mention award, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Pajajaran University. The team comprises of Maulana Irfan Sufa, Sultan Aziz Muhammad, Desi Yantis Johannes Lau, and Vincent Wongso. present the token of appreciation to Dr. Asanga Gunawansa, President's Council, it is with great pleasure that I invite the President of the Law Students Association of Sri Lanka, Kitmi Rajapaksha, on stage. On behalf of the organizing committee, thank you so much, sir, for your presence here today. Your input is hugely invaluable. Thank you, sir. To present the best memorandum for the respondent, I'd like to invite President's Counsel, Dr. Kanagiswaran, on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the best memorandum for respondent goes to Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University. This team comprises of Kanika Verma, Siddhant Verma, Anika Rastogi, Anshika Sa, and Roshan Potharaju. Ladies and gentlemen, a resounding round of applause for Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National University. For this award, we also have another 2 honorary mentions. And the first honorary mention goes to the West Bengal National University of Judicial Sciences. This team comprises of Srinidhi Balakrishnan, Ashmita Urmila, Saurish Mukherjee, and Sauhardya Roy. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the West Bengal National University of Judicial Sciences. The next honorary mention award, ladies and gentlemen, goes to the Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur. This team consists of Kanish Tiwari, Karan Gulwade, Chanakya Kene, Abhinav Pandey, and Pradyumna Binda. To present the token of appreciation, I'd like to invite Satsara Parami, the editor of ALSA International. Satsara. Thank you so much, sir. To present the Best Advocate Award, I'd like to invite our guest of honor today, Mr. Shyam Satasivam, on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Advocate of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024, Maulana Irfan Sufa from the Pajajaran University. Ladies and gentlemen, for the honorary mentions of the Best Advocate Award, Pasha Nataraja Siaref of Erlanga University. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Pasha Nataraja Siaref. The next honorary mention goes to Andrea Tatya Putri from the Universitas Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, the next honorary mention, Deepali Vashis of the National Law School of India University. From Universitas Indonesia. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have Jared Tristan Wibisono. From the National University of Singapore, Dorothy Zue. Ladies and gentlemen, Karan Gulwade of the Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur. We have two more honorary mention awards from the National University of Singapore, Ting Kai Wen. And the final award goes to Vedant Bharadwaj of the National Law School of India University. The final Best Advocate Award, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. And to present the token of appreciation, I'd like to invite Zeenat Zakir, the President of the Asian Law Students Association. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the final stretch of awards. We are minutes away from finding out who is the champion of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024. And to present these awards, it is with great pleasure and privilege that I invite presiding arbitrator of the Arbitral Tribunal and assessor of the grand finale of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition, Justice Janak de Silva. Ladies and gentlemen, the second runner-up of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024 from the Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University. We have Kanika Verma, Siddhant Verma, Anika Rastogi, Anshika Sa, and Roshan Potharaju. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the second runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 intense days of mooting has brought us here today to this moment. The champions of the ALSA International Moot Court competition.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The National Law School of India University are the champions of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024. The champions of the AIMCC Moot National Law School of India University. And ladies and gentlemen, the runners-up who were equally up to the task and who put on a wonderful show, the National University of Singapore. From the National University of Singapore, we have Ting Kai Wen, Benedict Woon, Dorothy Ziwei, Zhu Shenzin. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the runners-up of the ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024. The runners-up, ladies and gentlemen, the National University of Singapore. And to present the token of appreciation, I'd like to invite Nuzha Amin and Hana Basik, the chairperson of the AIMCC Moot 2024. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of everyone here today, I'd like to say that we greatly appreciate your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, we have an address by the President of ALSA International, Ms. Zeenat Zakir. Let's invite her on stage with a round of applause.
Thank you, Bilal. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, Justice Janak De Silva, Dr. Kanageswaran President's Council, Justice Arjun Obesekara, Dr. Asanga Gunavansa, President Council, Mr. Amrit Rajpaksha, Attorney at Law, Guest of Honor, Mr. Shams Sadasivam, Mr. Rafif Rizqulla, Congressman of Indonesia, Ms. Sarani Gunatilaka, Advisor for ALSA Sri Lanka, distinguished participants, honored guests, and dear friends. Aibowan, and good evening to all of you. It is with great pleasure and pride that I stand before you today as we draw the curtains on what has been a truly remarkable moot court competition. Today we have witnessed a display of legal acumen, eloquence, and dedication that has been nothing short of inspiring. The Asian Law Students Association is one of the largest student organizations in the world with over 14,000 members. We organize a number of flagship events to enhance the intellectual growth of our members. The ALSA Moot Court Competition is one such event. This year, as we celebrate 10 years of ALSA Moot Court Competition, we have Mr. Rafif Rizqulla with us here today, all the way from Indonesia, who is the brainchild behind this moot court competition. Without his efforts and the past president of ALSA International, Ms. Jel Gallego, we wouldn't be here today. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? Thank you. On behalf of ALSA International, I would like to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all the teams who participated. Your hard work, preparation, and commitment to excellence have been evident in every argument and presentation. To our esteemed judges and legal professionals, on behalf of ALSA International, I thank you for your invaluable contributions. Your expertise, constructive feedback, and unwavering dedication have played a crucial role in making this competition a success. We are deeply grateful for your time, for sharing your insights with us. The organizing committee of ALSA Sri Lanka, headed by Ms. Hana Basik and Kitmi Rajapaksha, I have nothing but respect and admiration for you all. Your meticulous planning and attention to detail have ensured that this event was a tremendous success. It fills me with immense pride at this moment, not only as the president of ALSA International, but as one of the past presidents of the ALSA Sri Lanka, to be witnessing the spirit of camaraderie in my fellow countrymen, which was a dream I had when I revamped the organization during my tenure. Thank you for making this dream a reality. Can we have a big round of applause for the AIMCC Organizing Committee of ALSA Sri Lanka? Thank you. And to the winners, congratulations on your well-deserved success. Your performance has set a high standard for our future participants. To the other participants, remember that every challenge is a stepping stone to greater achievements. The skills and experiences you have gained are invaluable, and your journey in the legal profession has only just begun. Before I close, I have a special announcement to make. ALSA International is happy to announce the launch of a Journal of Global Judgments, a first of its kind. This publication entails 72 case summaries of judgments across the world. We had a team of 35 individuals from different countries working on this publication. You may now access this journal by scanning the QR code you see on the screen or by accessing our website, alsainternational.org. I thank the entire team who is tuning with us online today for bringing this journal to life. It was an absolute pleasure to have worked with all of you on this project. In closing, I would like to leave you with a quote from Justice Sandra Day Conner. "The law is not an end itself, but a means to achieve justice." As you move forward in your careers, may you continue to use your knowledge, skills to pursue justice and make a positive impact to the world. Thank you all for being part of this extraordinary event. Safe travels, and we hope to see you again in future Moot Court competitions. Congratulations once again, and ALSA, always be one. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the man that started it all, we'd like to invite Mr. Rafif Rizkullah on stage to receive a token of appreciation, which will be presented by Saishruti Thaparan and Nuzha Amin. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to deliver the vote of thanks, I'd like to invite the chairperson of AIMCC 2024, Hana Basik.
Good evening, everyone. It is with immense honor and gratitude that I stand before you today as the chair of the organizing committee for the 9th edition of ALSA International Moot Court Competition 2024 and its 10th anniversary. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you, the distinguished guests present here with us this evening, the participants and their coaches, our esteemed arbitrators, honorable Supreme Court judges, President's Councils, heads of law schools, bailiffs, partners, ALSA International Board, members of the Law Students Association of Sri Lanka, and of course, my dear members of the organizing committee. And our guest of honor, Mr. Shyam Sadasivan, CEO of Sunshines Holding and the founder of AIMCC. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the ALSA International Board and the 16 national chapters for entrusting me with this project. Your confidence in my leadership, despite many risks involved, has been truly humbling. I'm also profoundly thankful to the ALSA Sri Lanka National Council for having the unwavering faith in me, allowing me to carry this project forward. A special mention goes out to our distinguished final panel of arbitrators, whose expertise and dedication have been valuable. Honorable Justice Janak De Silva, Honorable Justice Arjuna Obesekara, Dr. Kanagishwaran, Dr. Asanga Gunawansa, and Mr. Amrit Rajapaksha. Your presence here today has not only elevated the competition, but also provided our participants with insights and feedback that will undoubtedly shape their future in their legal careers. I would also like to acknowledge and thank our guest of honor, Mr. Shyam Sadasivam, CEO of Sunshine Holdings, for gracing this occasion with your esteemed presence. Your contributions to the corporate world, especially within the healthcare sector, have been inspiration to many. We are also incredibly privileged to have with us here Mr. Rafif Rizkullah, the founder of AIMCC, a past vice president of ALSA academic activities, who has come all the way here to Sri Lanka to grace the 10th anniversary. Your vision continues to inspire generations of law students across Asia. This event would not have been possible without the generous support of our partners. Our heartfelt thank you to our drafting partner, Center for International Investment and Commercial Arbitration, with a special mention to Mr. Shazal Berkey and Mr. Darab Furqan for drafting the challenging Moot problem. To our diamond partner, Ashtara Consulting, and our bronze partners, the ICLP Arbitration Center and Cement Marketing Lanka Private Limited. Thank you for your unwavering support. I also wish to extend my gratitude to our venue and educational partner, ANC Education, especially Mr. Farhat Munaf for making all the arrangements for our competition rounds, and our resource partner, the International ADR Center, and Ms. Damitri Valikala for her support, and American Water as our resource partner for their invaluable contributions. A special thank you goes out to the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka for their endorsement, and to our gift partner, Sri Lanka Tea Board, travel partner, Kangaroo Cabs, and hospitality partner, Cinnamon Red Colombo. Our supporting organizations, Queen Emmanuel Trial Lawyers, Colombo Arbitration Week, Asian International Arbitration Center, and You Decide Mediation have also played a crucial role in making this event a success. I would like to thank the international participants who traveled all the way to Sri Lanka to take part in this Moot, and the Sri Lankan teams. Your dedication and enthusiasm are truly commendable. A special thanks to all the arbitrators of the preliminary rounds, quarterfinals, and semifinals. Your time and effort have been vital in ensuring a smooth flow of the competition, and we are deeply grateful for your valuable feedback you provided to our students and observers. To our memorandum scorers, thank you for putting your time and effort to go through the pages. Now, to my dear organizing committee, you have truly become a family to me over the past 4 to 5 months. I have witnessed your tireless efforts, passion, and commitment, and I'm incredibly proud of what we have achieved together. A special shout out to my project secretary, Sai Shruti Thayaparan, to Nusa Amin, our drafting coordinator, Sama Shazuli, our head of administrations, Hafsa Hussain, our head of academics, Nilukshini Ravichandran, our head of public relations, Sajid Mansoor, our head of finance and partnerships, and Ruwin Mapa, our head of logistics. Your leadership and dedication have been the backbone of this project. A huge applause to all of them. You all have supported me not just professionally but emotionally as well, helping me navigate the ups and downs, challenges, and the countless late nights. Your strength and resilience have made this journey possible, and I'm deeply grateful to each and every one of you. I must also acknowledge our amazing subcommittee members, to the team administration including Netmi Fernando, Nuangi Samarasekara, and Shenali Godalawata. Thank you for ensuring smooth communication with all the participants. To the team academics, including Fakiha Ibrahim, Shriyalini Sivakumaran. Thank you for securing the best arbitrators and memo scorers. To the team finance and partnerships, including Zuma Mahayam Zaruk, Sisuru Jayavardhana, and Kishori Ramanathan. Your hard work has been indispensable. To the logistics team, Shangavi Saravana, Amiru Gamage, Umashidan Kanesamurthy, and Adil Amhar. Thank you for ensuring that everything ran seamlessly. And to the PR team, Tarana Guruge, Amrita Jayaranjit, Asindu Induvara, and Sesandi Javera. Your efforts in promoting this event have been remarkable. A special applause to all of them. And a special thank you to Petch, Palin Tetafan, the Vice President of Academic Activities of ALSA International, for her unwavering support from day one. Her guidance and encouragement have been a source of strength for me throughout this journey. If I have missed out mentioning anyone, please know that it was purely unintentional. Your contributions have been invaluable, and I'm deeply grateful to each and every one of you. Lastly, I would like to express my deepest condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Vishwaka Piris, who unfortunately passed away yesterday. Our thoughts and prayers are with you during this difficult time. Thank you all for your presence here today and for your continuous support in making the AIMCC 2024 a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hannah and team, once again for all of the effort you have put in through the past few months. Everyone here truly appreciates it. Ladies and gentlemen, before finishing off, an announcement to all of the teams. Please make sure that you gather over here near the stage after everything is over for a group photograph. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again for all of you for being here today, for making the effort to be here today, and we truly appreciate and value your presence. This is me, Bilal Marikar, signing off. Hope all of you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.